Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly Oakman reading with me, Cindy. And I've been getting curious message all week kind of regarding the Oakman, and it's just keep seeing shuffling the deck and shuffling the deck, and then it's kind of resonated a little bit with me with the Scorpio reading and the fairy magic that came out, and I've just been getting this feeling like that there's important messages that we all need to hear from different elements of very earthly energy. I'm just getting the message like Earth just wants to speak to you. Earth just really wants to speak to you. And the fairies are some of the oldest energies that people have associated with magic and spirit and playfulness and mischief and everything. So I'm feeling that I'm kind of meant to shuffle this deck. It's a little bit how it went. Was it last week? See, I almost forget already. When I was shuffling the deck to get a card to come out for an energy for us to understand that might be working around or of or with us, each of us right now. And so these are, just to clarify again, this is like a collective reading. It's for anyone that comes to the video right now as you're getting it. I am letting you all know that there will be a period of time, there will be 2 or 3 weeks in July where there won't be any Oakman reading because I'm going to be up north. I am doing, there's something else I'm going to talk about that I've been noticing. I've been doing and will continue to do pre-recordings of the Zodiacs for those weeks, so you will get those. But there's something about the Oakman where I always feel like I need to do it the day before it comes out. Like, I don't know why. The energy just needs to be very present. And so I won't be doing them while I'm away, but you will get your Zodiacs. And I actually have been working on those this week for the week of July the 14th, I think that is. I can't see, it's teeny tiny, 14, 15. And a very curious thing has happened. It started off interesting. Like, it started off, the readings weren't very heavy, and then I got into it. I'm just bringing this up because I kind of feel like something is going to be happening in about 3 weeks from now. It was, yeah, I got into, so here's the thing, it seemed okay doing like Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and then I got into Leo, Virgo, and Libra, and I'm gonna say, like, those ones come out July 15th. So, and I get very tired doing those readings too, because it's kind of like I'm trying to reach into time a bit. And the same message kind of came out with those, and it really started feeling like a collective message for July 15th for everyone. And I could not help but feel that something had progressed. Maybe with the pandemic, something going on where people were feeling kind of held back again, and it was interesting. So I just, yeah, it was kind of weird. Oh, I hope it's not too, I have the window open behind the camera. It's actually the only window, I don't know if that one opens, but it's one of those days where the sun is very warm, it's strong, but the air is cool. So I gotta have windows open, otherwise the house feels hot and the air condition doesn't really click in on it. So the window's open, so I hope it's not too noisy. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what's gonna be going on. There's the horn honking. That week, after I do this, I'm going to delve into the future, July 16th of Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So it will be interesting to see where that goes. And again, these are pre-recorded. They've all actually been uploaded, and they're scheduled to come out on those days already on the channel. So they're there. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna start with the Oakman. And every time I shuffle this, I have to really be in control. It just flies everywhere. And it's just kind of confirming for me that this deck is dying to talk to. And here they are, they're staring at me. They're still staring at me. This deeper knowing. That freaks me out. It's like that. It's kind of like that. I never used to do it because I was always good. I was really pretty good when I was It reminds me of that look that you might get if you'd snuck out of the house in the middle of the night to go to go hang out with your friends or something, like as a teenager, and then you snuck back in and you come downstairs in the morning and you're getting like this look from one of your parents. It's almost like they don't say anything, but you know they know. It's kind of like that. So let's see what we have here. What is the fairy that is coming out to speak to everyone coming to the video today? Oh, the breeze is so nice. Wow. The Guardian at the Gate. Oh my gosh, this is a really cool card. This one used to come out a lot when I used to use this deck quite a bit, or more frequently, doing Zodiac readings with it. I'm going to go into the book, and then I am going to go into here to see what the main message is. So, wow. The Guardian at the Gate. Here. Passages to new life, openings, gatekeeping. The principal task of the Guardian at the Gate is to facilitate the passage from one realm to another and to block the passage of that which is not ready to pass. I love this one. This is one of those energies where it always tells me, you know, there's something waiting for you, but you have the key to it, and that key is your energy signature. That energy signature is understood from who you are, your deeper self. If you are pretending to be someone else or you're not into your deeper self, you can't get what is for you because this guardian is at the gate. Say, no, that's not, sorry. Like if it was for me, then I'm like, oh, sorry, that's not Cindy. No, you can't come through. Even though it's my manifestation, it's because I'm not in my energy. I love this card. Okay. The realms may be earth, fairy, the cosmos, of the singers, or unity. They can also be considered as levels of reality or states of consciousness. In one state of consciousness, we are in the ordinary world. In another, we are in fairy or unity. Our bodies don't move, but our minds do. The Guardian at the Gate of Unity facilitates the passage of the song into the hearts of the singers and aids the passages of humans and fairies into unity, to be filled by that song when it is their time. We cannot make the mystical experience happen to us. We can only open our hearts wider and wider until we are ready, usually only momentarily, to receive it. The Guardian at the Gate recognizes our readiness. Along this line, one man in the oracle, one line group notes. We see the energy gathering into the starry gate or streaming out of it in the picture, but we cannot tell what is happening on the other side of the gate. So this is something that was quoted to someone in a group that the artist was working with. This is very suggestive of how these gates and our passages through them can be, right? You can sense there's some sort of a new cycle, or you're in a often the in-between of the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And sitting in that in-between, you still can't see what's through that gate. It's the unknown. This is the primal spirit of the guardians that appear when we are about to step through all metaphorical and most physical gateways. From the guardians of the passages between the worlds to the guardians, doorkeepers, at your own front door, they are all manifestations of one spirit, like facets of driven sizes on the surface of one diamond. Naturally, this card shows the guardian at the gateway to fairy and also to the fairy's oracle itself. Every person, every fairy who has ever helped us through an important passage was manifesting the energy of the guardian. Now the guardian holds the gate of the other world open for us. All we need to do is to enter. Wow. So this card, drawing this card, indicates that a passage is being made to the beginning of something new in our lives. It speaks of new opportunities and new openings. Passing through this gate may lead to a physical journey, a mental or an emotional one, or a journey of the spirit. It always leads to adventure. This gateway will always lead to significant change in our lives. The passage through such a gate changes us. The gate we face may not seem like much. The decision to enter may not seem to be a matter of great moment. But the presence of the guardian at the gate tells us that something important is happening. It indicates that going forward through that gate is no small thing, but something to be approached with awareness and prayerfulness. We're embarking on a new phase of our lives, and there will be no going back once this gate has been passed. This is the kind of transition the guardian at the gate leads us to, always to irrevocable change. We may, of course, ask the guardian at the gate for guidance and protection on our journey, and we would be wise to do so. Alternatively, the presence of the gatekeeper in a reading may indicate that the querent is being asked to help open a gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. The job of a gatekeeper, or gatekeeper's assistant, is merely to open the gate, not to push people through it. Ooh, did you guys get that last bit? Since you guys are the querent, the person that I'm reading for, you are actually being recognized as the gatekeeper's assistant, right? You're being asked to help open a gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So there we go. The guardian at the gate. Yeah, that is a really profound card. That basically, isn't that interesting? Because this week there was a lot of eggs going around. Golden eggs, black eggs. There wasn't any cosmic eggs. But, you know, the golden eggs to me are now here in a three-dimensional. Like, it's here, it's happening. Cycles, big opportunities are coming through. So should I pull some cards? I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. I just finished recording the live video for the deck giveaway, and I was down in my little dining room area. It was really hot there. It's so weird. Like, sometimes it's hot downstairs and not upstairs, but hot air is supposed to rise, so I don't understand that. Maybe the wind doesn't come through down there, but that must be what it is. So, what does the guardian at the gate have to say to the collective today? The guardian at the gate. Okay, I'm gonna pull out 6 cards. They're just so perfect. Did you guys see that in last week's Oakman reading? That was crazy. That's like when I say that's like magic. So I was shuffling this deck. Someone time-stamped it. I can't remember, it was like 27 minutes into it or something like that. And as I lifted the cards up, a card jumped out. It literally, you can see it just spin like this in the air. And it's almost like there's a string attached to it, because just before my hand goes back down, like it's right in the middle of doing this, and you know how fast I do that, this card just spins and it goes boop, just as my hand goes back down. It's really weird looking, and I saw it happen when I was doing the reading. You can even see me react like, oh, that was fun. But watching it on the video is even freakier, to be honest, actually. Yeah, let's put that there. So yeah, it's just, my cards have been really funny lately. We got 4, 5, 6. Oh, this has been something too, like not being able to see something, not being able to move towards something. Because the guardian is at the gate. You're the gatekeeper. Such an interesting message. The Father of Wands is at the bottom. I kind of feel like there's no getting past this gate. There's like all roads lead to this gate at this point, because the Father of Wands to me is an energy that is really determined to get what it wants. It's really determined to go for what it wants, what it sees, what its goal is. It's going to reach it. It's going for it with like a lot of fiery passion here. Oh my goodness. These are really interesting cards. So this one is the one that came out on its own. The 9 of Pentacles. End of the Hermit. I'm just going to hold them all up, and then I'm going to start to tell you what I'm kind of getting here. And then we have the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. The Star and the Eight of Swords. It definitely ends with something here that is difficult to move towards. Something outside of your control is like preventing. I don't want to use the word stopping because it doesn't feel like it can be stopped. Like I said, it feels like all roads lead to this gate at this point with the guardian of the gate coming here. I mean, that message is very strong, stating that something's about to happen. But, you know, when I was reading the guardian of the gate, it sounded an awful lot like, you know, hatching out into a new cycle in your life. Very prominent cycle, like, you know, that kind of the world card energy in the tarot. Like, this is the end of what was before, and this is the beginning of something brand new, a very big cycle. And there's something here. You are the key, right? Like, you are the one that can open this gate. Be interesting to see if there's a way that we can get more information for you on opening that gate. That's been coming through a bit this week in the latter Zodiac readings of manifestation, expecting it, knowing that it's coming. Like, it's literally, and I think that's one of the first things they teach you in The Secret, is manifesting things in your life. And there's a process. And the last step, it's like if you're ordering something online. You know, you place the order, you pay for it, you hit order, check out, whatever, and it's ordered. And what do? But you just sit and anticipate. You know it's coming. It just takes a little longer lately, right? Like, sometimes I order stuff from Costco and I get it in a week, and other times, there was one time it took 6 weeks. So that's that part of knowing. So I feel like it's a bit here. The Nine of Pentacles with the Hermit. I'm really feeling like this is energy about being very self-sufficient. This hermit mode has been forced on a lot of people. A lot of people have been forced into this hermit mode. Forced into the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, like taking time away, taking time within. And the hermit is really about that. And there's this light here. Like, just, and you know, because there is a lot of darkness, there is a lot of unknown right now in the world and everything around us. And kind of keeping your own light going. Because this is a very independent, self-sufficient, self-reliant energy, the Nine of Pentacles. And they're sitting there together like that. But you know what's interesting here is the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. You've manifested something. Because that's what the Empress does. The Empress births life. The Empress is life, right? The Empress is just a master manifester. I always go on like Aries is an energy of a master manifester in the physical sense, because they just go and they do things. And if you do that enough times, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have success because you're at least just doing it. Now, but this is sort of beyond this, because this uses elements that I want to say all of the Zodiacs use, because the Empress is the embodiment of all the queens to me. So this is utilizing feelings and emotions to manifest. This is using the intellect and the mind, clairvoyance, even your own deeper knowing. This is engaging, that participating, that fiery drive like this, the Father of Wands energy, that fiery energy to get it. And then looking at like the Queen of Pentacles, this is investing in yourself, nurturing yourself and nurturing the project, nurturing what you want to, like this, you've manifested, you are manifesting. And look at this Ace of Pentacles is sitting here beside the Empress. It's just an indication of this new beginning. There is a new beginning here. It's like a wish, If you could wish on a star, make the wish right now. Have you not wished for it? I'm getting that message. Make the wish right now. You just have to believe, because it's literally Swords is really, we really got to look into it, because I feel like somehow, because you are the guardian of the gate. You are the one here. But the gate's not open yet. It is sitting there. The Star, something that you covet, something that maybe seems really, really far away, unreachable, impossible. But it's, I don't know. I think you've manifested it. I think you've manifested it. This is a much easier, lighter reading than the Zodiacs in 3 weeks from now were. At least the last one. I'm going to go right to the Eight of Swords. Let's get clarification for the Eight of Swords. Oops. This 8, oh, I see. Interesting. This Eight of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This is all very collaborative energy here. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. You have the Two of Cups, so it's very, it's very equal. A lot of equality in this. So saying that this gate almost needs to be opened by two people. This gate needs to be, and it did say that in the book. Let's go back there. I can't, this is really interesting. It's right at the end. You're being asked to help open a gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. The job of a gatekeeper or gatekeeper's assistant is merely to open the gate, not to push people through it. Right? Because people have free will. So it does, it indicates that there's something here. There's something here that you're about to walk into, and the energy is very strong. This is a very solid manifestation. A very, there's a lot of abundance, like this energy I see sitting behind this manifestation that's very abundant, and it's waiting to come through, but it can't, or it's not, or it's delayed, or it's held back, because you both have to push the gate open. You and someone else have to push the gate open. So I'm actually going to work backwards. I started this reading with the Eight of Swords. It was right there. I started it with that. Almost makes you wonder if this reading is meant to be read backwards. It's funny. I'm going to the Star. The Star. Clarify the Star for the collective. That card was looking at me just as I started to shuffle. This is the weirdest thing. I feel like I'm supposed to read this backwards. It's so unusual. I've never experienced that before. Okay, so the Star, we have the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. And as soon as I saw that Page of Pentacles come out, it's leading into this Ace of Pentacles. I'm saying to myself, it is. It's confirming like this reading is going this way. It's so odd. I don't know why, but that's where it's going. So this Star, it's like it's working backwards. You've walked to the gate before. I feel like you've walked to this gate before. You've walked to this gate before, but you couldn't go through the gate. It's like whatever this gate is, you have to go through this gate with someone else right now. Whatever this gate is, you have to open it for them and they have to open it for you. Ah, it's so strange. I've never received a message like that. I've never seen the gatekeeper like that. Neither one of you can go through this gate without the other. And almost as if the universe prevents either one of you from going through this gate by providing the energetic code of you open their gate and they open yours. How interesting is that? I'm supposed to read this backwards. I can't, it's so strange. Well, that would definitely be fairy magic, wouldn't it? That's what I'm getting. Here, you've been to the gate. You could not go through the gate. This Ace of Pentacles. But then there's a gift, like this person holds something here. There was disappointment at the gate before with the Four of Cups. Yeah, because you would think like because this Nine of Cups is sitting here with the star, which is the best way to create the star. Which is that you are happy. Your happiness depends on no one else, really. And not to say that there aren't things that can happen in your life that you have disappointment about, but overall, you recognize that you are responsible for your happiness. And in that, you come into a balance that communicates to the universe for manifestation. There were so many cups. There were so many cups. There's some sort of confusion here in the past. I'm going into this Ace. This Page of Pentacles coming out last is telling me, yes, you are supposed to continue going this way in the reading. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. I got one card. The Hanged Man. This new beginning, like this is a new beginning, but the Hanged Man is not movement. The Hanged Man, there's been so much of that the last few months with like probably so many elements of people's lives. There's been so many Hanged Man, Hermit, Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords energies surrounding everything. And the Eight of Swords was very prominent. Like you couldn't hatch out. It was almost dangerous to go into the, you can't energetically hatch out and go through this gateway on your own. The Empress, the Empress, the Empress. Wow, the High Priestess and the Magician. The Two of Pentacles, yeah, guys, and the Page of Cups. Only two energies. This is, look at that, the Magician and the High Priestess. Look at them. It's like a witch and a wizard energy. Like literally two of Cups. Two equal energies are what go through the gate. This is turning into like, I feel like, what's the best way to describe it? A Merlin, like a Merlin episode or something. It's literally like two kind of magician type manifestors. Two magician type manifestors to go through this gate. This gate is a new beginning in something. The Two of Pentacles is about balance, but it's speaking to me about this Magician and this High Priestess energy. Look at the order, right? Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3. These two energies create the Empress. You and someone else are both the Empress. You're both the Empress. And it's almost as if you waver in and out of Empress energy. But when you walk through the gate with this other energy, you both become the Empress. And there's no turning back. There's no turning back on that energy. because we were told, like, you're not going past, it's like this, it's the chrysalis. Once the caterpillar has gone through this process and hatches out into a butterfly, you can't go back. You cannot become a caterpillar again. It is physically impossible. It is physically, biologically impossible. And that's what this is. So you can't go through the gate without this other energy. Why is the Page of Cups here? I think I know. Let's just see. The Page of Cups. Why is the Page of Cups here? Yeah, it's exactly what. So this part of this new energy is a feeling and an emotional energy. And it starts off because it's new. You're going through a gate, everything's going to feel new again. But it grows into what could be strong. How do you go from a page to a Queen of Cups? Like, that's the ultimate in the leap here, is tiny little emotions and feelings, the stirring of emotions and feelings, gentle, innocent gestures turning into very strong, very grounded, very fluid, intuitive, psychic, emotional connections. So as we continue backwards in the reading, the Hermit. The Hermit. The Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords. The Hermit is about an awful lot of self-reflection and really going within. And within that, there is walking away from things of the past to bring forward this new beginning. Right now, you've got 3 aces in this reading already, guys. You've got now the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. I'd be surprised if the Ace of Cups come out. It might, but because I'm seeing something is supposed that it's like this Page of Cups is produced within the new beginning of these others. Like, this is a very big, you're walking through a gate. You're going through a gate. There's no other way. Like, it just keeps resonating. Like, you are going through, you are entering a new cycle here. A very big new cycle. As I said, there are 3 aces now. This is a new beginning, and how the Ace of Wands, how you see yourself, how you express yourself, the creative energy within you, how that has been utilized up to this point in your life, and turning that, all of that experience, all of the work that you've done with yourself creatively and those around you, the passion and the desire you have within you. This is a new thing. It's almost like this is not something that you've done, experienced, worked with before. The Ace of Pentacles is all about the 3-dimensional. Sitting here with the Empress, this is like literally manifesting things, physical things, right? Like, this wand can be just how you see yourself, how you express yourself, how you are yourself. But this is the physical aspect of self and everything around you that you interact with on a daily basis. And then this Ace of Swords is all about truth, understanding, clarity, practical approaches, intelligent decision. Like, it's all about knowing. It's really about knowing. And this cup, it seems like, to me, I'm feeling like this energy is sort of created, like, it's almost like a birthing, right? And the Empress is here and she births new things into the world. And this page is almost birthed from this new beginning. And in it, the Queen of Cups moves forward. It's as if to say the feelings and emotions that you have within you now are not changing in the same way that these other elements of you are when you go through the gate. This is something that you create. I'm getting more like this is something that you create, that is not given or manifested to you through the universe. This is something that you create and you grow and you expand. But this Hermit energy was walking away. You may have even walked away from this, I want to say this second person, because this is the energy of the second person is what's coming through here. You may have walked away from this person. There may have been circumstances or situations that have played out, which is not impossible right now, where you've become separated from this person. But there is the truth to find in this. In this separation is the truth. And then the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Did you see that? Did you see that? The card just did. That's what I'm talking. And it's not flipped up. It literally did a little backflip and went right back in. Like, it's like, I'm telling you, my cards are crazy. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, see, that's how, and to see how they come out. They're just like waiting to be picked up. So nice and tidy. Wow, the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. That's a very interesting energy, because with the Nine of Pentacles is a very solitary card. It is someone who works very independently. They've got their shit together. They're doing their own shit. It's theirs. It's theirs. They're, you know, and they're looking after themselves really well. They're managing their finances. They're doing good on a lot of levels here. But there's an unknown aspect to this with the Moon. And look at it, takes you into the Queen of Pentacles, which is an energy that I would, you know, really associate with the Nine of Pentacles, because this person is nurturing and looking after others and other things, where the Nine of Pentacles is really taking the time to look after yourself. Of course, because you can't go through the gate by yourself here. You can't, almost as if you can't go through the gate in a Nine of Pentacles energy. You need to nurture. You need to nurture, obviously, yourself, but someone else, because you need to open the gate for them and they need to open the gate for you. This is like such an interesting reading, like on how we can look at humanity. Like, I feel like this is very personal for some of you, but just in terms of how we function with humanity as well. Like any changes too that we're trying to make in our world, we all have to walk through this gate together. We all have to walk through the gate together, guys. Like, we really do. We have to walk through the gate together for there to be, like, this equality. Because the Two of Cups, and I'm not seeing anything to say, because the Two of Cups can be like, you know, you both treat each other like crap, or you both dislike each other the same way. I've seen that come out in readings. Because it's an equal give and take. So what does that represent to you? I mean, it represents some very powerful energy here, though. This is an equal give and take of walking through the gate, supporting one another. Supporting one another and walking through the gate. What's sitting underneath there? Wow, look what's sitting underneath. I was just curious to look what's sitting underneath the fire. The Father of Wands is, or fire, is the Father of Pentacles. Victory sits underneath that, under those two energies. Look at that. These are almost equals but different. They're like, because they're both father energy, both king energy. They're both equals but different. And when the two come together, we have victory, right? You have victory sitting behind these two. Victory wasn't sitting behind the Fire of Wands, and then this Father of Pentacles came in later. No. These two energies, and then you have victory. That's very interesting. Oh my gosh. The Devil is at the bottom here. You know what I'm really getting with that? Is like, You've got to walk through the gate with this person. You can't not walk through the gate. There's no, again, it's like there is no other path to go on. All paths that you are on right now, all paths that you could possibly get to right now lead to this gate. They all lead to this gate. I feel like we need like an oracle at the end here. Let's do it. We've done it all week. This card. Deck, I should say. I've never been told to do a reading in the reverse like that. You never know what the fairies are going to do. A final oracle message here to the collective from the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. And there you go. It's just coming over like that. Oh my goodness. Can't I'm telling you, you're going through, we have to all go through this gate together, but it feels like, I don't know, this is a very personal, oops, I'm feeling two energies here, you and someone else's energy. I know some people are like, well, I don't know, I'm just telling you, this is what it is. There's two chopsticks that have come together here. There's two chopsticks. These two chopsticks are tied. They're tied together, they're bound together. They're tied together, they're bound together. They have to walk through the gate together. I don't know why. Maybe it's like, it feels very much like soul contract. Like this is a soul contract. This next step, this next progression in life is going through this gate. It kind of feels like, you know what? You might be sitting in this hermit energy until you go through the gate. Or until your person catches up to you, till you're both there to open the gate for one another. And you can also look at this too. This is the masculine and the feminine on Earth as it plays out, because that is really coming into balance here. And what's this channel called again? Rustling Around. I introduced you guys, or I think Sam did too, to be honest. We both gave him like a little shout out because his readings are fascinating. And they're great readings. Just go and just get this reading about energy. And it's just, it makes your mind expand and grow and think and like your heart, like it's just that kind of energy. And you know, this came out a long time ago for me with the Oakmen about the importance of the yin and the yang energy coming into balance. And it's not just globally like men and women. It's the masculine and the feminine energy that all of us hold within us, and how we utilize that to run our lives daily. So this is part of the importance of going through this gate. This masculine and feminine energy are bound together. They're bound together. It's been like that forever. And it is like, there's a karmic tie here. You can't break it. You're screwed. It's karmic. It's a karmic tie. But going through the gate is a good thing. So, you know, because people get freaked out by karma. Karma is all over. Karma is like, goodness gracious. You could just walk out the door and turn left instead of right, and you're still making karmic decisions. Like, it's just energy and how it plays out and how you put it out and how it comes back to you. But this feels more like there's some sort of soulmate contract here. And with these two energies coming together to create the Empress, there's a significant reason for this energy. Like, this is the kind of energy that isn't self-serving. This is the kind of energy that, yes, it serves self. It understands the importance of putting on the oxygen mask first before you put it onto someone else. But this is the kind of energy that makes the world a better place. It creates new things. It births new ideas, new concepts, new three-dimensional things that actually, I love the Pentacles. Maybe it's because my moon is in Taurus. But, you know, as wonderful as psychic ability and clairvoyance and all that stuff is, at the end of the day, we never make a change, a significant impact in our world until we physically do it, till it is physically done, because that's what the point of this existence is. Yes, we all have a soul, we all have a spirit, we all have an energy source of us, always have, always will. So, but this is temporary. And this feels to me like the divine experience. The more and more I reflect on life and existence, this is the gift, you know, the gift of life, the miracle of life. I have been noticing more and more of like weird things going on with my cards and stuff, and just synchronicities that just seem to be showing that the connection between the 5D and the 3D is becoming much stronger. But the point of that, I think we've actually had it wrong. It's not so much the 3D needing to reach out to the 5D to understand itself. It's the 5D coming into the 3D to understand itself. That's where we have it wrong. So many of us are so focused on my spirit, my soul. You know that, right? Well, you do have to connect with that. But this is the gift. Like, this is the gift. It's almost like this existence that you have right now in the 3D, you are here, all of us are here to allow the 5D, to allow the spirit to connect with it, to be open and aware of it. Because the 3D doesn't exist everywhere. Look at it, there's the only planet in our solar system where this is going on, that we can perceive anyways. I'm going to say that we can perceive anyways with the senses and the technology that we have. Because that's always changing. But this is it. Like, it looks like a little oasis, and I really do think that there's a lot of other life and experiences out in the universe. But I do feel that in a way we are so distant from all of that. It is because, you know, you need to have this experience now, and you cannot have that with outside influence. It's almost like a protected, this is like a little spaceship. We're on a little spaceship to experience something here. And when I see the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles come out with this High Priestess and this Magician, this is what this is telling me. This is like two souls coming here, you and someone else. They're kind of understanding this concept about how important that experience is to play it out in this 3 dimension. Because there's a real importance in this 3 dimension for me that goes beyond, you know, my spiritual self, because this is a gift. This is really a gift. And this is almost a gift. To walk through this gate, I have no idea what's on the other side of the gate. For you guys, it's something new. It's going to be something different for everyone. And even just as all of us little humans on Earth right now, the collective, walking through this gate. We can't go through the gate. There's so many different levels of the gate. There's the personal gate. There's you and someone else here. And then there's your family gate, even your community gate, your continent gate, your worldwide gate that we're all walking through. And the feminine and the masculine have to walk through it together as equals. They have to walk through that gate as equals. And it's like when they realize that they are bound together in this equality, then the chains come off, because then there's no more, oh, well, you know, feeling suppressed on this level or feeling suppressed on that. And yeah, like the feminine has been very suppressed for a long time, but because the feminine is suppressed, it is also suppressed within men or anyone who identifies as masculine energy. It's, you know, it's not masculine to cry, or it's not masculine to show your feelings this way. But we all have to utilize that energy. We all have to dive into it. Otherwise, we become imbalanced. We become too aggressive, or we become too emotional. Like, there has to be the balance here. This really went off. Like, it's just an interesting reading. I find that sometimes these take a while to get going, and then it comes in, it's like, wow, this is pretty interesting. And I really love the way this has come out to express to me what I have felt very deeply in the last, I just want to say month or so, that this 3-dimensional experience is the reason you're here. Don't forget that. It is the reason that you're here, right? It really is. Oh, total look at the bottom. The bottom. This card's been getting around with so many different meanings lately. It's up. Things are looking up. So looking up. Vibration is going up. I'm gonna leave it at that. So there you go. That was a very interesting. The Oakman. And do you see why the Oakman? I see now why the Oakman, because they're one of the really, really like old, grounded, earthly experience energies, right? But the Gate, almost helping in this process of the Gate, the Guardians. The Guardians at the Gate. You are the Guardian at the Gate. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Until next time. Do be gentle with yourselves and each other. Bye.